Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today we're going to do, I think it's part 3 to the page we're working on in Botanicum, illustrated by Maria Trolle. I'm working on the little bunny here. I'm going to get out distress ink to do this with in the background. So I have the new color saltwater taffy. I thought that might be a nice little background for the behind the bunny rabbit. There'll be a little green down here, but we're going to wait on that. I have my little envelope of things that I've cut out before. Oh, there's a little one in here too. I'm going to do it with little circles. So I have these little circles that I've used to punch and cut out. I got lots of different sizes. See where I'm going there. Well, I can even probably use a big one or a medium one. I have this one. There we go. I don't want to make big, huge ones. Those I think I use for sun and moons. But we're going to do like a little collage of like a little dots in the background here. Boom. Something in that. Oops, sorry. Just run right into the camera. Something in that line with the color coming around. So I'm basically going to pick out 3. I like this one, but I think it might have a little too much color on it since I'm not using blue. I'm using distress ink, and because they're water soluble, we'll take the color off of this and blend it, and that's really a dark color. It's kind of pretty, but I don't want to make it muddy, so I think I'll skip that one unless I can use that side. Yeah, we'll just figure this out here real quick. This one I can use if we want a big one. That one. Good side. This is a medium. Well, let's see what we can do here. This one's made out of a smoother. We'll just turn that one around. It's really close to some other sizes. Okay, we'll do it like that. Let's see. That's really dark. Maybe we'll just take that one out. Okay. I'm mumbling. Like I said, saltwater taffy. Kind of a pink color. Do I have a piece of white paper? I guess it doesn't really matter. It's kind of a beige background. It's kind of this color. So this is the color it's going to end up going on the page like. It's kind of a pinky orange peachy color. It's got a whole bunch of shades in it. So we're going to start here and put this little circle right there. Then all I'm going to do is go down on the page, pull that out. Make sure you get everywhere the paper is. Pull some color off of it. And then remove it, and you have a little circle. So we'll pick another side. Make with this one real big here. Turn it over, see if we got lighter. There we go. And a circle. I'll do one about here. Yeah, there's a good spot. And pull that out. Okay, we'll find another size, like this little baby one here. That's a cute one. Excuse me, guys. little guy. And then we'll put this guy right next to it. Turn it over maybe. The other side, white, okay. Boom. And then we'll do this guy up here. About this guy over here. Go. We're changing this ear, so it doesn't really matter what I did there. Let's get another medium one. Put it right next to that one. Go. Big one over here. I think we can probably darken it on that side just a little bit more. Go. Maybe add in. Oh, we've got other circles too. I've got to figure out. This guy over here. There we go. And that little guy. Put him there. Just kind of light circle. We'll put them in here. This is just the fun part. You guys get to decide where you want to put your little dots. If you want to do this. You can do this with pencil too. There we go. Kind of a nice soft look in the background. I'm gonna do one over here on the ear. Okay, maybe one over here. There we go. Really nice, soft little background. And what I need to do is get out... Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, I'm going to make some solid circles with this one and a little stick here. We're just going to put it down and go on the inside and make some solid little dots. Just pick your size that you want. One here. And maybe one more up here. Okay. Add just a few more of the lighter ones. Let's see. Maybe one here. Okay, then we're going to throw a little water on it and see what that does. Get a rag. Don't know if it'll lift off of this paper or not. And we'll just let that dry. Okay, for the most part, the background is dry. I'm going to go in after I know it's completely dry with a white pencil and help accentuate some of these whites areas that I went over with a little too much ink. So you can just outline them a little bit more. Just bring that white in a little bit so it stands out just a bit. But I have to wait for the page to dry to do that. And it's just to give it a little more of a white line and blur out any of the, like we have a circle here. We're just going to soften that so it doesn't look like there's a weird circle there. Same as here. We just make it whiter. You'll see it, but it'll blend in a little bit better. But the top half of the page is not dry, so we have to wait on that. And we're going to start on the bunny. I'm making a white bunny, so this is going to be interesting. Another reason I wanted a background. Okay, so we're going to start off with putting some shadows on the bunny. And we're going to do that in a warm gray, because we might add a little brown into some areas around its eyes and its little nose. So I just have warm gray 1, 2, and 3 out. We're going to start off with the lightest color and put that down. If there's anything you want to change, i.e. the eyes or giving him a little cheek or something, now would be the time to lay that color down. I'm also going to change these ears up here. This ear is going to, let me show you, let's use this dark gray. There's too much of a separation here for my liking, so I'm going to bring that ear kind of down this way and get rid of that line, and this one over on top of that. So we'll just go ahead and add that darkness in there right now. And the pink really shouldn't be on this ear because one ear shows, one ear doesn't. So we're just going to gray that up a little bit here too. Okay. This is the gray 3. It's going to show up a little bit better than the other one. Start a shadow there. Shadow going down his back and under his bow or her bow. And then probably his little nosy. I'll just have to see where the bottom of the bunny is down here somewhere. I'm going to make it really dark down there. Okay. All right, then we're going to take in number 2. Clunk, clunk, clunk on my desk. Sorry about that. Okay. You're probably thinking you said it was going to be a white bunny. They will be. All right. We're going to get out. Let's see. Should we go with a Prisma white? Let's see how that works. Don't know if I have enough gray down. do most of that with a Posca. Yeah, crumble. Okay. Well, it's not going to be a Posca. It's going to be a Thule marker because I have it in white and the other one doesn't work. So we're going to bring some of that up here. Cap that for a bit. I'll have to wait for it to dry. Hold on. Okay, that doesn't seem to be working out too terribly well. So I'm going to bring in a slice tool and we're just going to put some little short hairs in here. Help it out a little bit. Afraid it's going to tear up that paper up there. It's still a little damp. Okay, and then we're going to take in the softest gray we have. Go over some of those lines. And then we're going to bring in, what do we have here? It's the Holbein white. This is just the 500. Lighten up some of these areas here. we're going to get a little cream. I'm going to sharpen it. It's ivory. I keep calling it cream for some reason. It's ivory. Bring a little color of that in here. Going to bring in a little flesh tone too. I'm going to sharpen that and just put a little of that in the cheek area here. We can bring that out in here too if you want to darken some of these areas here. Just for fun. Okay, maybe a little under here. Okay, we're going to pull in the little slice tool again and go over some of that. Dust that off. Just lightly scraping up the color underneath. Okay, we're going to bring in the white again. Let's see, which one should I bring in this time? I'm going to bring in the Holbein 501. Okay. Take our gray up here again. Gonna pull it up. I may give up and just make this a brown bunny. Nothing wrong with a brown bunny. Let's see. I'm 10 minutes into this and I'm not getting the effect I wanted. So we're going to brown up his ears a little bit here. I'm bringing in brown ochre. We'll bring in a little bit of Umber. Just tiny little lines. I'm going to darken this little bit here. Now the color I'm using, by the way, is Dyck Brown. And again, just teeny tiny little strokes. Yep, I'm thinking the brownish bunny is going to work out better. Sometimes paper just doesn't allow you to do what you want to do. Leave a little white snout on him though. I think that'll look cute. I'm going to give him some brown down in here too. Bring out some fluff on his chest. Same on his back, fluff some out. Bring another color here. Go back in with our brown ochre. Soften that up a little. Something over on my desk is making a lot of noise. I don't like it. Okay, this ear back here. Dark hair back here. This here is bigger. This one should be a little bit bigger, so we're going to make it a little bigger. And then we'll bring in the little slicing tool. More hair texture in there. And go back over it with the lighter color. Let's try to get this ear to look right. I need a darker brown. I'm just using the browns that are out on my desk. Yeah, no, we're not using that one. Could put Mortem Violet. That was used for something else. The other browns are hiding. Here we go. Okay, let's bring in Burnt Umber. I want the front of this ear showing up a little bit more. And that one's behind it, so we're just gonna darken it up a little bit. Bring in that slicing tool here. I'm gonna slice some of this color to go this way for this ear. And duster. A lot of work for a bunny, huh? Okay, we're gonna bring in the dark color going this way. Okay, let's bring in a little white here to fluff him up a little bit. This is the poly white, and we're just going to go in and add a little of that just to soften some of this edges here. Okay, go back in with the brown. What do we got now? Burnt sienna. Bring in a little of that. A little walnut brown. Okay, so we're going to bring in that little slicing tool again, and we're going to pull some of that way. I'm going to darken that down there. So if it's under a flower, we want to just kind of run a little bit of that brown under there. Then you can just scratch in a little bit of texture. Okay, kind of pull in a little bit of let's see, I have a brush in here. Come on, you can work. Maybe that doesn't have anything left in it, so hold on. Okay, I was contested. I'm taking a fan brush and I'm just holding a few of these little times, tipping it in a little tiny bit of white acrylic, and I'm gonna attempt, because my hand doesn't work in that angle, just to pull some of this tiny little white lines through here. Don't want to get too much. I want to get it up in here. I'll go over it with pencils, so I want to cover up that line that's in there. This isn't working like I wanted it to either, but I mean, it'll get down in there. Just put a little in here too. Right in there. Okay. It's a mess, but it'll work. We're going to let that dry a little bit and then go in with pencil. So while it's drying, I'm going to run in and wash this little thing off. Okay, we're just going to go in with, this is the Dyck Brown, and kind of scratch a little of this color into the wet acrylic, leaving some of it there. There. Okay, we'll do the same over here. A little lighter color here. Okay. Little scraping tool. Okay. It's looking fluffy. Gonna get a little more color down here a little bit. That was green gold. Shouldn't have been in there, but brightened him up a little bit, didn't it? I'm gonna go over it a little bit with the brown ochre. Okay, we're going to do his eye. It's going to be black. If I can find my black. I'm going to get rid of that for right now. Big black eye. Let that dry. That's a glaze black pen. It lifts it up a little bit and gives it a deep, deep, deep dark brown or black coloration. This is still bothering me. And it will dry shiny like that too, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Let's bring this down a little bit. I want to get rid of those black lines. White's not going to do it, so let's see if I can bring in, if I have it on my desk. Nope. How about this one? This is Posca in beige. We'll see if that works. Takes out just enough of that black line. Just going to go all the way up the ear with it, using it very lightly. Okay, down here a little bit more. Just add some stripage in there. Hair. There we go. Let that dry, and then I'll go back in with a little bit of the pencil. Darken up the lines that I put in using the brown ochre. So just kind of go over them a little bit. Just to blend them into what you already put down. There we go. Okay, we'll get a white marker somewhere here on my desk and give him some dots in his eyes. See if this one works. Okay. There we go. And I think we have to do a little something about his little nose over here. It looks a little silly, just being a black little blob. I want to put a little more pink in there. So I'm going to bring in a little cinnamon. Yeah, somewhere on this desk there's a black pencil. There it is. You're going to go, oh, well, we're going to go into the sharpener with it. It's not very sharp. There we go. I'm going to get a sharp point coming down here. Just going to shadow it in a little bit. Make sure we look fluffy. I want to darken a little around his eye there, so we're going to bring in some brown umber. And a tiny bit of burnt sienna. We didn't put any of that ivory over here on that line. I gotta do that too. If I can find out what I do with it. Here it is. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit just on that black line. Wait for that to dry. Just going to smear that one because I wanted that a little lighter there. And then we'll go in. And color those. Yep, I'm going to still play with them. Tiny black. I should just quit playing with it. It's fine. We have to finish these eggs down here, so we're going to do that. I had used that green gold up there, so I'm going to pull some of that down. And I'm going to put it on this guy over here. And then we'll just bring it out with some of the ivory. Okay, the polka dots. Let's bring down some of the, oh, we do cinnamon up there. We can use that one. Put some cinnamon in here. I should probably bring some of that blue out of there. Another color in that one. And we'll just bring in that cinnamon. Listen to my cat purring his little head off down here. He's gonna scratch me in a minute. Mommy, you've been spending too much time on that bunny rabbit. You got to get up and do something else. I'm going to put a little bit of the dark peach down here at the bottom of those, just to give it some kind of shadowing effect. It's not really going to get much, but it'll brighten up some pieces. So we'll have that color come down. We'll add a little bit of the could put mortem in there too. That'll darken it there. That'll go with the bow. Bring that color down, but not the same color as we've got on that side. Similar, but not the same. Okay, so we've got our dots. Now this one we're going to do in, what color didn't we put on an egg? That's a question. How about the yellow and the orange inside of here? So we'll go up with that. That is the Naples Yellow, and this is the dark cadmium orange. Okay, and a little white on the tip of that. There we go. Might put a little of that orange over here too, just because that needs to brighten up a bit. There we go. Maybe even in here. Okay, the little pussy willows here are going to get some of this ivory in it too, just to fluff those up. So we'll fluff them and take out that little black line. Scratching his scratching post. He's still not happy with me. We'll add a little white in that too. So just take a little white and put it in with that ivory. And then we'll go over those with a little bit of coloration. So there we go. Our little bunny. I have to put some green ink down here, but I can do that after. I'll take a picture of it when I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry it took so long on the bunny, But, I mean, sometimes you have to change plans right in the middle of it. Never let the way a picture's going get you upset. He turned out okay. He's fluffy looking. He's brown and white, so that's cool. I may play a little more with this ear. It's still bothering me a little bit, but you'll see that at the end. I may even put some little white dots up here to help out this background that I did. It's green down here. So I will see you in the next one. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Take care, everyone. Bye now.